hey, Vince is stepping away. You're going to take this spot, but he's chiming in, and he's still meeting with me all the time, and he's still, directing traffic from the side.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, when people are like, yeah, but it's your decision, right? Yeah, sort of. You know what I mean? Like you're yes. And you have to defend your position, and you have to be able to sell that to people and explain it to people if it's a little bit not your position, or a little bit, well, why did this happen? And you don't want to say, well, because it's wasn't totally my decision, and not because you don't want to seem like you don't have that power, but like you have to position it that way. It's just such a complex. In an ideal world, I would do this. We don't live in an ideal world.
Right.
We live in a realistic world where I can't do that because of this, and I can't do that because of this, and I can't move this here because, I wish it was as simple as what people think when they just go like, why didn't they just do this? I wish it was that simple. I really do,
What did I say, my brothers and sisters? It seems the heels advocate has to make this video because Triple H has officially come out and he has admitted that he has ruined the WWE because he can't run it the way he wants to run it, because he is being blocked by the higher ups, and the heels advocate is having none of it, my brothers and sisters. Don't you think it is all fully convenient, all fully coincidental when Pat McAfee gets introduced to SmackDown with the Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes plotline, that immediately Cody comes out, he cuts a shoot style promo, a work shoot promo, and then on Monday, CM Punk comes out and he does the same. He says, lower the ticket prices, and the ticket prices get lowered. Shortly after that, Triple H comes out on a podcast saying that, I don't really have all that much power. Yes, I am the head of creative. Yes, I do run the shows, but at the end of the day, sometimes there are things that are being forced into the programming that I can't do anything about. And I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I'm not having it, okay? I am not having it, and I'm not even buying it, okay? First of all, let's just cut the BS. Let's not make it seem that every single week, every single PLE, every single month, every single big moment of the freaking day, there is some type of a TKO interference. That is laughable, okay? The fact that we needed Pat McAfee to be involved in a Randy Orton Cody match, that is your fault. And in this podcast with Cody Rhodes, it was pretty much a good podcast. I kind of enjoyed it. Now, it was pretty clear that this was the reason why he went on the podcast to basically say all this, to save face, right? What he's doing right now is saving face, and I'm not buying it, right? He's trying to go out here and he's gonna he's trying to make CM Punk, he's trying to make Cody Rhodes come out and say, oh my God, TK are being bullies. See, we're fighting back. We lowered the ticket prices. Yeah, you lowered the ticket prices, you know what I'm saying, from a very high price, and it's probably still like what it was like for, you know what I mean? Like, I feel, genuinely speaking, that the prices that they lowered it to are still higher than last year. This might not be a fact. I might get fact checked, but trust me when I say this, it is only a verbal thing, right? Oh yeah, we lowered the ticket prices. Oh yeah, how much did you lower it? 5%. Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is what really annoys me here, my brothers and sisters. The ticket prices are so behind. This is the worst selling WrestleMania in the last 20 years, and this is all because of Triple H. And just when all the wheels have come off, right? Basically, no more influences from The Rock, no more influences from Vince McMahon. We have no more Vince McMahon setups. We have no more The Rock, the final boss involvements. And this is the first time he is having a legitimate WrestleMania. Now, the clip that you saw at the beginning, basically Cody Rhodes asked Triple H if WrestleMania 40 was kind of like his magnum opus, right? If that was really the moment where he felt like, oh yeah, me as the head of creative, I am running the show and I'm really happy with the way it was. And as you saw at the beginning of the video, he even said, yeah, but Vince was in and out and he was still, guiding the show, giving his input from the side. Right? So basically, even that freaking WrestleMania was a Vince McMahon booking, bro. WrestleMania 30 and 39 and 40, that was a Vince McMahon booking. All Triple H did was just tap the ball into the freaking goal. You know what I'm saying? He's a tap-in merchant, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. And now he wants to come out and claim freaking credit for that WrestleMania? Hold on a minute. First of all, let's look at the freaking facts here, okay? Fact number 1 is this. You spent an entire year when Cody Rhodes lost at WrestleMania 39, having him side-quested by Brock Lesnar, having him side-quested by becoming a tag champion, and then having him go and win another Royal Rumble back-to-back, right? So that is boring. That is uninteresting. If you think that one year Roman can win, the following year Cody can win, if that is your way of thinking that is going to be good television, then you are mistaken, my friend, right? And this might be a Vince McMahon thing, right? I made a video talking about the leaked DMs and leaked messages where Vince McMahon basically, when he was fired and then, he came back, and then when he came back, Stephanie McMahon left. When he came back and he did that stunt, he basically said, is Triple H aware of the way that we're going to head into the freaking WrestleMania 39 and 40, right? He basically said, inform Triple H and have him inform Roman and Cody Rhodes, right? He basically said that is the that is going to be the way that we're going to go with the creative this year and the following year. So already, Vince booked that one, right? So he can't be taking credit for that. On another note, let's just say Vince was gone, right? And Roman is basically going to be rematching against Cody at WrestleMania 40, and there was no Rock involvement. Do you think that was going to be a particularly amazing WrestleMania, man? I can't remember anything from that WrestleMania aside from The Rock on night 1 and the Cody rematch. That's it. Don't remember anything at all. So even that freaking WrestleMania wasn't that amazing. So let's look at the real WrestleMania that he booked from beginning to end. That was WrestleMania 41. But heel! What about Travis Scott? What about the involvement of The Rock? Look, man, if it was genuinely a TKO involvement, I don't really know, because I saw a lot of freaking clips from Triple H when he was like attending Travis Scott concerts and trying to like convince him to come over. Maybe that was his idea, maybe it wasn't, maybe it was The Rock's idea. It doesn't matter who the hell's idea it was. He is the one running creative, right? And now he's trying to like make it seem that like, yeah, like it's funny, right? He doesn't want to claim the hate that he's getting from all the booking. Sometimes, oh yeah, it's out of my reach, it's out of my power. I can't do something all the time. Some things are just, out of my freaking pay grade, right? And then when things are good and when he has no right to claim 100% credit for it, like WrestleMania 40, he goes out and he claims that credit. So when it's good, he'll claim the credit, even though he didn't book it 100%. And then when stuff is bad and he didn't necessarily book it 100% himself, he doesn't want to take the credit. So it's very hypocritical, right? When it's good, he wants to take the fucking credit. When it's bad, he doesn't want to do it, right? It's very, very hypocritical. Now, do I believe it was Triple H's idea to have Travis Scott be involved in all this? Maybe, maybe not. But at the end of the day, my brothers and sisters, the main plot line wasn't Travis Scott. It was freaking The Rock. Let's just say The Rock came back just to do Ari Emanuel a favor and move the tickets for the Elimination Chamber. Okay, no problem. Bring him in. Let Rock do his whole sell me your soul Cody stuff. That's fine with me. He doesn't even have to appear at WrestleMania for all I care. But after that, right? After that moment and Cena turns heel, that was all on Triple H. Triple H, he booked the freaking promo segment, right? He booked a promo segment for John Cena. He made John Cena go out there and say, well, maybe it's a dysfunctional relationship. No, man. Triple H should have shut that idea down. What are you talking about? Dysfunctional relationship? Can you please put on some black shorts, put on some gel in your hair, slick back your hair, come out with a freaking sunglasses and chains and what have you, change up your gear, look, be a freaking heel. It's your last year. Do something new, spectacular, fresh. No, he didn't do that, did he? You know what I'm saying? The freaking entire year was just a whole humiliation ritual. Who's to blame for that? Who's to blame for us wasting John Cena's final year? Who's to blame? Not us. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be Triple H. Oh, yeah, but, TKO also brought back Brock Lesnar. Bro, I don't want to hear it. I genuinely don't want to hear it, bro. I have literally Triple H coming out on a podcast 1 week removed from WrestleMania. Why? Because he is scared of the freaking backlash. He's not happy. He knows this WrestleMania is underselling. Why? Because there is no The Rock like there was at WrestleMania 40. Why? Because there is no John Cena retirement year, one last time, never seen 17. There is no freaking selling point to this year's WrestleMania. And all they're doing is relying on old people, man. And now all these old people are gone. Who's to say that in the next 5 years we're going to have anybody, you know what I'm saying, be able to come back and return and do what The Rock did or Cena did? We literally have nobody else to return. Like, who's going to be the guy that's going to come back and return and have a good run from 5 years from now, man? Who, man? Like, what? CM Punk? Like, come on. Are you know, it's over. We don't have anybody else no more. And you see it right here with this WrestleMania. We see it right here. Roman Reigns is out here coming out on podcasts saying that we haven't moved forward in the last 2 years. Everything is stagnant. Everything is stale. What have we done? Who have we built? Quote unquote, we. Triple H, obviously. Who has this guy built up? Right? And so the fact of the matter is this. He hasn't built anybody up. He doesn't have anybody else that can return. There is no more Rock. There is no more Cena. There is no more anybody. Hell, even Goldberg retired. You know, you don't have anybody else. So what does Triple H do? He cannot afford to have Cody or Roman take another loss to one another, because that means somebody has to come out on top and somebody has to come out on the bottom. And whoever is on the bottom is going to be a BITC, you know what, my brothers and sisters. So clearly there is going to be stalling, and stalling is what does not move the needle forward. If it had moved the needle forward, then we would have had the best Mania this year, wouldn't we? But still, he is scared. He's scared to make that match happen. Why? Because Roman Reigns wants to go over on Cody, and Triple H knows that, you know, for better or worse, this guy, freaking Roman Reigns, doesn't come out on, you know, on week-to-week television enough. He doesn't defend his title enough. And if anything, Cody Rhodes is a clear-cut babyface that went over on him. Why even spend 2 years building up a heel Roman Reigns that ultimately loses to Cody Rhodes, finally puts Cody Rhodes over, for Cody Rhodes then just to, like, maybe a year and a half later just to go ahead and lose to him freaking clean. Wow. What a way to build a freaking villain, bro. Way to build a freaking hero. So Triple H understands it, and that is why he did not make that match. I get it, but it doesn't make it right. If there was any other way to book this year's WrestleMania to make it more interesting, then we should have done it. It shouldn't have come to freaking having Roman Reigns win the Royal Rumble, and just when he wins it, Cody Rhodes suddenly, magically loses the freaking title, and then when Roman Reigns makes his pick, 2 weeks later, Cody Rhodes gets the belt again, and then, oh my god, what do we do with Cody Rhodes? Maybe he can win the Chamber. Oh no, wait, he can't win the Chamber because he can't have a rematch against Drew McIntyre. Oh yeah, you know what? We're gonna have him get screwed, let him get hit with an RKO. Randy can win, let's get him the freaking title back, and boom, here we go. Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania Night 1. Yeah, that's gonna be the one, right? Literally a 3-week or 4-week booking feud, bro. That's all it is. And then when that match is official, they know that Triple H has no freaking ideas, and that is why when Randy Orton turned heel on the guy, 1 week later, Cody Rhodes is nowhere to be seen. Is that the way that you want to spend your 4 precious episodes of SmackDown? Honestly, 3, because the send-off doesn't mean anything, right? You have 3 episodes, and one of which you're not even going to have Cody Rhodes come out on? Are you kidding me? And then you're surprised that this freaking event is not selling out. Then you're surprised that the entire community is mad at you, and you want to come out and try and save face and be like, yeah, but it's not entirely my fault. Then whose fault is it, bro? Whose fault is it? What? Ari Emanuel? Oh my god. Are you want to go that far? So what if TKO wants to get Pat McAfee involved? Lil Yachty, you know, ISO Speed, Jelly Bean. All these celebrities. It's on you to place them in a freaking storyline that kind of makes sense, right? You did it with Isho Speed. That kind of makes sense. You did it with Jelly Roll. That made sense. And if it so be, right, that Pat McAfee was 100% forcefully placed into that feud by Ari Emanuel or TKO, then so be it, man. And still, even though it is out of your control, it is still your fault. Because had you booked Cody, had you booked Randy, had you booked any of these freaking main eventers properly, I highly doubt that the CEO would have to have a reason to go ahead and bring Pat McAfee in. You know? If If Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes was a storyline that was brewing for months and months and months that we didn't leave at freaking Night of Champions last year. We haven't touched on that feud since last year. Yeah, maybe Randy Orton came out and he talked to Cody Rhodes a few times here and there, but that is not building up a story, my brothers and sisters. We're literally heading into a freaking WrestleMania, and night 1 of WrestleMania, hell, even night 2, but still, let's just take a look at night 1. Night 1 of WrestleMania looks like it can be a freaking SmackDown Live, my brothers and sisters. And whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? Come on, my brothers and sisters. Let's keep it a buck here, man. Let's keep it 100% real. Oh, but heel, what about Seth Rollins being injured? What about Braun Breaker? What about Big Back Greed? You think Seth Rollins, Big Back Greed, Dog Barker, they're going to move needles? They're going to be the difference makers? Hell, if Seth Rollins wasn't on this year's WrestleMania, it wouldn't be better or worse. It would not be a freaking net positive. It wouldn't have any impact on a single ticket sale going out there. So what if it is freaking Gunther out there against Seth Rollins? So what? Oh yeah, it doesn't make sense. Even if it did, would you care? Even if it did, would you care? Even if it did, would you care, my brothers and sisters? Please be honest with me. When is the last time Seth Rollins ever did anything important? Oh, but what about Gunther, heel? He retired AJ, Goldberg, Cena. Oh wow. Now we gotta rely on Gunther? Now we gotta rely on Gunther? I mean, look, if Gunther and Rollins didn't wrestle at this year's Mania, it would be just the same. I wouldn't care. Hell, it would be better. It would genuinely be better, man. You know? It would genuinely be better. At least we'd have something to look forward to. You know? If Seth Rollins came out or came back on the Raw after Mania, that would be better for him. Do you think Seth Rollins being back whenever he came back and he unmasked himself with his freaking lackeys, do you think that added to his freaking story? Ever since, I have never in my life seen a return that nobody could care less about than Seth Rollins. Hell, if Seth Rollins came back on the Monday Night Raw after Mania, that would have done him more wonders than him coming back in time to make it for Mania. You know, that's just a fact of it, my brothers and sisters. And what about Gunther, man? This guy, forget about Gunther, man. This is the type of people that Triple H is pushing, right? Gunther, Rollins, never drew a dime in his life. You know what I'm saying? Come on. And now we're shocked. That CM Punk has to go out there on Monday Night Raw. That Cody has to go out there on Monday Night Raw. That freaking Triple H is coming out here on a freaking podcast trying to save face. Say that everything that's been happening has been bad, is just out of his reach, out of his control. Oh, really? Oh, really? Is it? Wow. I cannot wait for WrestleMania to come around. I cannot wait for that dumpster fire. I cannot wait to see everything crumble and fumble, because ultimately, if the rumors are true, which are as follows, after WrestleMania, Triple H is going to get cut. After WrestleMania, the removal of Triple H is going to begin. And if that is true, then I hope maybe The Rock and his writer, what's his name, man? Kevin Irwin Gurwitz or something like that, you know what I'm saying? Brian Gurwitz, whatever his name is. Bring that guy in, man. Let's get some people that are creative in that freaking room, man. Have you guys seen WWE Unreal? These freaking guys were genuinely, unironically talking with a serious face. Triple H said, yeah, maybe, they were speaking in hypotheticals here, but this is the hypothetical, by the way. Yeah, maybe Pat McAfee can beat Gunther. And then Triple H goes on to say, yeah, but if Pat McAfee beats him, then Gunther has to go on a tear afterwards. As if that were, as if that would make it up. Your freaking two-time world heavyweight champion that retired Goldberg, Cena, right? AJ Styles. This guy is going to go out there and you could, in your mind, make an hypothetical, make a scenario, make a theory of him losing to Pat McAfee, and you're so as if you're not ashamed of it enough, then your way to make it good is to say, well, what if he goes on a freaking tear, on a freaking winning spree? Oh my God. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? These guys have no clue. If Pat McAfee were to have beaten Gunther and Gunther goes on a 100-year winning streak, it does not matter. It does not matter, bro. you are going to be the guy that's been known to lose to Pat McAfee. Do you think Damian Priest has freaking recovered from jobbing out to freaking Bad Bunny?
Oh yeah, but he went on a tear afterwards. You know, he beat Drew McIntyre. He had a WrestleMania moment. He cashed in the Money in the Bank that he won, and he became the new World Heavyweight Champion, you know. So, because what we do here is we tell stories, and we're storytellers. And what we do here is also make sure that our competition and our talent are creatively satisfied to the best of my abilities without really crossing the suits upstairs and the powers that be. You know, I don't really have all the power in the world, but I try to be. What are you talking about, bro? You know what I'm saying? That is the curse, my brothers and sisters. That is the problem. We have seen it with Damian Priest. If Damian Priest were to get cut yesterday, nobody would cry about it today, my brothers and sisters. Are you kidding me? This is a psyop. Don't buy it. Please don't buy it. Like, don't you think it's really ironic that the company that's charging $35,000, $38,000, $32,000 freaking dollars for a VIP WrestleMania ticket, that's been really like putting on 25% off for the last, month and a half, suddenly realizes that the ticket sales are not moving fast enough, have CM Punk and Cody come out and cut a promo where they are attacking the corporation and the establishment and say, oh yeah, lower the tickets. Oh yeah, look, they're speaking for the people. Oh yeah, now the ticket prices have gone down. Oh yeah, I'm sure it's because of freaking CM Punk and his freaking pipe bomb. I'm sure it's because of that, right? I'm sure it's because of that, right? Because of the kindness of your heart. Had Triple H booked an amazing WrestleMania and every single ticket moved like it moved last year, then CM Punk wouldn't even have to come out and say that we have to lower the prices. And hell, who is even CM Punk to come out and he and talk about that, man? This guy's a hypocrite, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he talked about not wanting to come back when Vince was around, and then in December 2023, he's on the same freaking private jet with Vince. You know what I'm saying? A month after he came back, he's in a private jet with Vince. You know what I'm saying? These guys are a bunch of hypocrites. They're all lying to your faces. If WrestleMania is good, I'll be happy, but I doubt that it will be. And if they're gonna pull a cheap pop with The Rock and The Rock comes back, yes, I will pop for a second, but I know damn well in my heart that they're gonna freaking waste that opportunity and it's gonna burn my heart even more. So please save yourself from the freaking misery. Don't even bring back Rock. Let it just play out the way it's gonna play out, right? Let Pat McAfee do his thing on night 1. Let whoever is gonna do his thing on night 2. Hell, let it be Jey Uso turning on Roman Reigns. Hell, I don't know, man. Just do something creative. Give us a swerve. Let us be hyped to go into Monday Night Raw and create a new future heading into WrestleMania 43. Hopefully, The Rock and Roman Reigns will be happening in that Mania. And if that is the case, you will see the Heels Advocate pull up to Saudi Mania. As always, my brothers and sisters, it seemed the Heels Advocate had to make this video.